Okay, it's Bruce Badgley and the man, the myth, the legend, Cary Moyer here. We're at the Get Recruited Consulting Hamburg Seminar, and boy, what a beautiful night. But boy, Cary, what were your thoughts on what went on here tonight with all these coaches and all these players on display?
No, really, again, a lot of them are still here talking in the background. Just a great opportunity. When you look at the last couple of years and the opportunity student athletes had to get out and get to camps, and kind of showcase their skills to the college coaches, it's been limited. And this event tonight was great. Again, a little something for everybody with the student athletes, the parents getting some opportunities to hear a little bit more about the recruiting process, but just this opportunity to get out and you got the bunch of the PSAC schools here, from D2 and a bunch of the D3 schools, some FCS guys out here, and getting to see these guys live and make some contacts. And for the student athletes, that's really what it's about with recruiting. It's the opportunity to start building relationships and getting to know staffs. The staff's getting to know you, and I've always talked about it for years, Bruce. It's always finding your right fit. Where you're going to be for playing at the next level.
Yeah, and so many kids with aspirations here, and we even had 2026 guys, that were in this camp, but players from all over. I mean, obviously, kind of centric here to Berks County and the Schuylkill League and what have you, but there were players from all over. Players from Florida, there was a player from Canada, Jersey, New York, a lot from Maryland.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and again. When camp season's coming up, a lot of these guys are going to go to camps at specific colleges and universities, and there are some of those mega camps out there that there's coaches from a lot of different staffs at different levels there. But really, this was kind of more like that than anything. A little mini mega camp with the amount of coaches that were here tonight. And for me, it was great. With
you were in your element, man, with all your D2 buddies. I mean, which is I mean, that's your thing, man. D2.
Yeah. So and again, a lot of these guys, a lot of these coaches I've known for years. Again, I always talk to student athletes. It's like, in football world, everybody knows everybody, and you got to see it tonight. All the guys from the different schools talking to each other. But no, a lot of great Division III schools here in Pennsylvania. Again, Division III football in Pennsylvania is huge. A lot of these guys were here tonight, and again, a lot of the coaches from D2, the PSAC schools, specifically, more here in the East, were represented tonight. And with my new gig here in the fall, being the PSAC columnist for D2football.com, getting to talk to these guys and spend time, and talking Westchester and Bloomsburg and Millersville. It was just great to hear about their thoughts on their 2022 class, and where they're looking, what their hopes are for this coming season too. So for me, it was exciting. But ain't the time we can get in football world, Bruce, and be out here a great night. And again, just to be around the student athletes, trying to make an impression and talking to all the coaches. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. The spring, I think you get such unprecedented access to coaches, players. It's very relaxed, the conversations that we have. There's no pressure. Everybody feels, really comfortable in talking with you. And the access that we have, like I said, for coaches, players, families, is really great. But speaking about, what's really great, I don't know whether it's the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end or whatever, but Tri-County All-Star Game for us next Friday night, the 27th. Mannheim Touchdown Club runs it. We'll be at Mannheim Central. This is, I think our 4th or 5th year that we've been doing it. What a great event. I mean, what do you look forward to of the Mannheim Touchdown Club Tri-County All-Star Game?
Well, and again, kind of pre-pandemic, the first one of these that we did, there was a lot of different events around it. The banquet the night before, and the game. So of course this year, we have the game, and there will be awards at halftime. But I think we kind of always build it. That was our first game together that year. So this is it's our opportunity. Of course, we did stuff with playoff games out in Hershey to end the season, but it's our first opportunity to kind of see live high school football action again here in Pennsylvania, and be able to do it here in May.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we have some great sponsors: Brood Athletic, Manor Golf Course, PA Fitness, Grip and Rip Ball Prep, which is going to be something we're going to have them on at halftime to talk a little bit about, kind of this unsung item that goes on here about rubbing up footballs and everything else. I mean, just similar to how baseball is. But beyond that, there's some great players. I've got some interviews that are, going out with some of the players and the coaches that we talked about. But the Lancaster Lebanon Player of the Year finalists will be on display. Robert Footman, Cam Harbaugh, Judd Novak, actually from Mannheim Central, is actually playing in the East-West game. And for linebackers, Ryan Brubaker, I think he's playing in the Big 33. These are the Lineman of the Year finalists. Nick Del Grande, he actually is at East Carolina. But both of those guys are going to be at the game. Hopefully we'll be able to have them on, for some interviews during the game. And then Jeff Hauser from Mannheim Central, we'll have an interview with Jeff upcoming here this week. I mean, great kid, but up for Lineman of the Year. So we're going to have a lot of things going on. The rosters are all set. That's usually the toughest part for us is, all the different players from all the different schools. But that's the beauty of the game. The big schools and the small schools kind of joining forces and going at one another.
Yeah. And, I think one of the things, too, is this kind of the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning, with what we're looking at in the fall, of course, with the Lancaster Lebanon League and Berks League and, kind of everybody coming together. So we've been doing this Tri-County All-Star game, and it's primarily Lancaster Lebanon League, and the tri part of it is because Wilson, of course, has been in from Berks County. So I guess it'll be interesting to see the future of it as Tri-County because a year from now, it'll have all the Berks League teams in with Lancaster Lebanon as well.
Yeah.
So again, and got to talk to Coach Steinmeier out here. He and I go way back, and of course he coaches at Wilson, and really I think for Wilson. Yeah, they've been doing the Lancaster Lebanon thing, for years. So it's not really, going to be much of a change for them. Maybe adding in Reading High, but for all the rest of the schools, it's and I know we talked about it a little bit too. You look at some of the sections there in the middle. There's a good chance that there's going to be a lot of parity there, and it's really. Of course, each year you have your, perennial favorites, but I think there's going to be a lot of those sections that it's going to kind of be wide open.
Well,
so again, whether it's the end of the end of the times or the beginning of something new, again for the Wilson Bulldogs, it's certainly nothing new.
Business
so
as
they
usual,
they are the individual member in the the tri part from Berks County.
Right. Yeah, I'll have an interview with Brad Hoffman upcoming, and was able to speak to Brad. But you're right. I mean, it is, the beginning of the end of the beginning. The Berks League is no more. And the Tri-County All-Star game with only one Berks, player involved is no more either because there will be, I'm sure, a lot of changes there too. But should be a lot of fun. I know that, we hope for some good weather this year just because it was like the monsoon of all monsoons, last year or what have you. But still going to be a great time. It'll be exclusively on easternpafootball.com. And it'll be our first game, back together since, really, I think it was the District 3 championship game last year that you and I and Bob Long were out on the deck there freezing our butt off. That's what high school football is all about. Great memories. All the great memories that you and I have had over these years of all the games we've done, over all the stadiums. I mean, it just comes all flooding back, man, and it's just fantastic. I want to thank you again for being along for the ride. I couldn't, do a game without you, my friend.
No, so next Friday night, if we can dial up some weather just like this, it'll be great.
Well, good. Well, listen, thanks a lot for sticking with us here, and Cary and I will see you then next Friday night from Mannheim Central High School for the Tri-County All-Star Game. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Badgley Bruce, and he's at Cary Moyer. and for all your football news throughout the year. And especially Eastern PA Football just launched the player profiles, 3 per day for 100 days. I mean, that's 300 players going to be profiled. So check in on Eastern PA Football for all the profiles. And we'll see you next Friday night.